statement posted to their socials today. This one reading in part, quote, "In fact, it is our understanding that key members of the U.S. Border Patrol have indicated that school buses and children will not be targeted. We are appreciative of the clarification."
All right, guys, welcome to another video of my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the frenzy going on at the southern border, southern Texas border to be specific. As you all know, a new incoming administration, the Trump administration, and they are implementing their own border policies, and therefore all of the institutions and entities who will deal with the border have to make the adjustments. Now, uh, a recent event that caused a frenzy and made national news was a letter that was issued out by a South Texas school district, basically saying that Border Patrol agents would be loading the school buses who were traveling into deep South Texas. That they would be loading the school buses to check for any potential contraband or any stuff like that, illegal immigrants crossing the border on the school buses, but also they would be questioning the students to check their citizenship status. Now, as you all saw in that clip, the U.S. Border Patrol, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agency came out and issued a statement calling the letter by Alice ISD fake news. Now, I just want to show you where exactly are we talking about. So, right here, this is Alice, Texas, right here. This is where the school district is located. This is the southern border right here. And this is the checkpoint. This is where the Border Patrol checkpoint is located at. So, essentially, this happens in every border state and every border region. So, if you're coming from the southern border right here, traveling inward, like north, you will encounter a Border Patrol checkpoint like the one that is located here in Falfurrias, Texas, right here. Well, it's a little bit more south, but you see? Okay, anyways, you all get the point. Essentially, the school district was warning that students traveling from Alice, Texas, down here to compete in any extracurricular activities and then would make their way back to Alice would have to travel through this Border Patrol checkpoint. And here, Border Patrol would be loading the school buses and inquiring on the students' citizenship status and potentially deporting any students that they felt did not prove that they were U.S. citizens. Now, like I said, Border Patrol came out and issued uh, their own statement denying and calling the letter fake news and absurd. So let's go through this article real quick, guys. I will only read a certain portions. So the headline reads: Border Patrol Chief calls report that agents will board buses to check student citizenship absurd. The chief's comments come after Alice ISD sent a letter to parents Wednesday warning students may be detained and possibly deported if they can't prove they are in the country legally. The letter was later removed from the district's website. That's important, guys, to keep in mind. So, on February 5th, the Allison Independent School District warned parents in a letter that U.S. Border Patrol agents may be checking the immigration status of students on school buses traveling for extracurricular activities. Then later pulled down the letter. Um, the Border Patrol's chief on Thursday, the day after the letter came out, said agents will not board school buses to check papers. And so part of what the letter from Alice ISD said was, quote, "We want to bring to your attention an important matter regarding student travel for extracurricular activities, including sports, band, and other co-curricular events." Superintendent Anissa Trevino wrote in the letter, quote, "We have received information that U.S. Border Patrol agents may be boarding school buses at highway checkpoints in and out of the valley to question students about their citizenship status." Excuse me. Trevino added that if a student does not have identification or other documents that show a pupil is in the country legally, quote, "they may be removed from the bus, detained, and possibly deported," close quote. It also warns, the letter also warns that if students lie about their immigration status, they may not get U.S. citizenship in the future. Uh, Okay, the school district later removed the letter from this Facebook page and its website, and Thursday evening posted another statement calling the letter a proactive move out of abundance of caution. Okay. Okay, U.S. Border Patrol Chief Mike Banks on Thursday, the day after, told Fox and Friends host that Border Patrol agents are not going to target school buses and children. It's absurd. The district, close quote, the district's Thursday statement seemingly, excuse me, acknowledged Banks' remarks, stating the district understood members of the U.S. Border Patrol indicated school buses will not be targeted. Banks, the Border Patrol chief, added that he is considering not communicating to journalists about Border Patrol operations because he believes there has been a lot of incorrect information reported. So that is pretty much it, guys. What is my takeaway from here, guys? It is that the propaganda to scare people, especially those that are family members or come from generation who are Mexican Americans, various generations in Mexican Americans, that the propaganda continues to try to scare these people and essentially scare everybody and try to paint Border Patrol as an evil agency or department under an evil president. Again, guys, it is important that we know the facts and the truth and not try to confuse or promote our own agenda or feelings about the situation. Whether you agree or not with the current administration and their views on the border, we cannot spew misinformation and incorrect information. Uh, my issue here is that even elected officials ran with it and saying that, look, Border Patrol is now even going into school areas. So there was a story that ICE agents would be going into schools. That was debunked. And now this another story that was debunked, that's saying that Border Patrol agents would be going into school buses to check the citizenship status of students, when that is not true. So Border Patrol is clearly keeping or making the line clear between those that they are targeting and those that they are not. Now the letter was sent out already, and it put that scare in people, or it implemented that fear in people that should not have been there, and it implemented that misinformation that has people talking and trying to paint Border Patrol as some sort of coerce agency, when that is not the case in this matter. In this matter, uh, the school district superintendent got it wrong. Elected officials that promoted this misinformation got it wrong, and so uh, it's really a shame that the adults are the ones doing this to their own community. Under the current administration, it is my understanding that the only ones being targeted or of high priority are those that have some sort of violent uh, charges, or already indicted, or already have orders of deportation. So it's important to have our facts lined up. And in this matter, I agree with the Border Patrol chief. This story was absurd, and what was more absurd is that those that were elected to represent the public and who are supposed to be more wise and clear-eyed and supposed to be searching for the truth ran with it to serve their own agenda, and only created confusion in the community. So, all right, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in.